when I was on tour with Paul McCartney, his publicist was a fella named Jeff Baker, and Jeff Baker said to me, "Well, listen, I got to get going. I got to wake Paul up at 7 in the morning. He's got some interviews and some press to do." I was like, "What? You know, he has to get up at 7 in the morning? I mean, what the hell? Why the hell?" Uh, he says, you don't understand. Paul's insecure. He needs the love, He needs the attention. So he's willing to work hard for that, So, but I was surprised. If I was Paul McCartney, I'd be like, wake me up at 2 in the afternoon, and we'll think about it for 6.
Well, needing the love and the attention, I think as we get further into this century and we see artists from the 60s and 70s hanging on, you got to think the only reason they're doing it is because they're addicted to that kind of adoration and attention, and they can't let it go.
Mm-hmm. I think you are correct. Okay, we didn't get to the part about the White Album. So anyway, Jeff Baker with David Frick, the chief writer of Rolling Stone, he wants to promote this tour, and that we're currently on. And David Frick was like, let's talk about the Beatles, Let's talk about the White Album, for example, I have some questions about that. And Jeff didn't want to talk about that, So he goes, well, I'll tell you this about the White Album. This was 30 years ago, so I'm sort of paraphrasing. I can't remember. I'll tell you something about the White Album. Well, it was, I'll tell you, Jeff says, it was a great album and spanned all genres. He says, there was even a Beatles song on it.